Good evening, everyone. This is Samuel Lombardo once again. I have just finished video number one of my poetry reading, and so I want to continue on with more poems that are in the first book of A Journey Within. The One. After 7 years of turmoil, fear, and doubt, living a dream that had no reality, I lay in my double bed as a single man, twists and turns down to nowhere, killing himself from the distractions of life. I had no reason why real love would do such a thing. No one no one knows my true experiences in love. Only the one was able to find that key. I promised myself that I would never love again, letting one love go at a time. No one had the specialty to this heartbreak except for the one knew my troubles. God the Father, the angels, asked me to take a path I was really not interested in taking. They tried to open my heart to love again, running temporary errands, running fishermen, and appealing to dead people. I found nothing. The one was 700 miles away, just to travel 700 miles away again. We are both running temporary errand, seeking fishermen, living sensory lessons. I cannot weaken myself. I know what I want. This is the one. I want my physical contact to be freed. I want it freed with the one. No one else because because this is the one that took my many pieces and molded them together. What the hell is I fearing? What the hell is my problem? I had every experience listed in the manual of love except for the one that opens my door. That door was wide open spacious for the one. I did not have to cling to the fuck's slumber. That filthiness was not altered, no. The one knew how to captivate me through the intercessor of her well-being. That person knew I was not a lie. I was a token for two lost souls to mend together, and that one was he who made me. I do not have to doubt this person is much stronger than the 18-year worth of love that never existed. No more mistakes. Baby, I am the one for you. There is no taking back. Tag teams of the most glorious thoughts, errands, slumbering, and fears all swept away. After all this, you deserve me. We do not have to give lesson. We just need to free ourselves from for your goal. Your prayers and once have been answered. I am completely ready. I will make another journey for you are the one. The one who raised me up, comforted me when I went through hell, and I saw your flaws, and without judgment, I could say I love the one. Our intercessor will keep us in line. She is the power to complete our well being. Your tears, my love, your openness, I no longer have to be afraid of the dark. This storm is over. I am ready for the flight. Excuse me. You are the one. You are my rock. That thank the one who helped us. That is peace in our lives forever. I want to help build her brand through the process of making the one me the foundation, her goals set in stone. For in you, your story will come alive. Our story will come alive, and love will no longer be a trial. My hope is for the one to know he realizes I know who is the one. Love is a dance. There are so many style dances. I can learn ballet, point, ballroom, but only one can really show me the way. Dating is like a dance. So before I met the person I've been avoiding, pushing, forcing, resisting, and ignoring, there were too many people waiting in line. For a minute, I thought I was doing cha-cha in a straight line with people that just did not get it right with me. Until someone showed me the love dance, what it meant to love, be loved, and that dance was hard. I am still learning it, but is patient. There is a competition, though. There is this other dance it does not know well, but I happen to already dance to that tune. If I could show them how to forget that dance, anything is possible with the hope that we can succeed in the dance we actually know. I'm afraid of the competition because by default we will have to succumb to losses. The best dance is the one that fits us. I want to learn to be closer to you. Spin me around, take me head over heels, twist me and place me at your heart. I can hear the beating to the steps we take. Love is a lifelong poem that never ends, free verse line by line. We can write and even the same words could not be enough to fill the lines. I want to dance with you all night. I want to twist and shout. My heart is open for you now. But do not be afraid of me because of that dance. I am ready for the true challenge and competition. You are my reward, my diploma and success in the training program. I will win this gold medal and be the first in line, for love is a dance in our hearts. Avoidance. Now my heart is open, but it knows what it's missing. Now the heart is wounded by its own desire, but it is its own desire that opens the door which was locked. There is no avoidance like a heart full of fear. So that fear was taken place by a love that can fix me. How can I doubt it? Why do I need to resist it? Why should it be forced? Why should it be pushed? The reality is that none of this has to happen. You are already there. You cleared the void that was so annoying. You were able to transform a heart of fear into a heart of love. So only the one can do this work to someone. There is a distance, but it is not as wide as the void. The void is now closed with one in my heart. All others are in support and merge into my being. The only void there is remain in the mind, but I am at peace with you even in distance. Love is what brings us closer, no matter the distance. Why worry about what will happen when what happened is already transparent? I do not have to resist, push, force anymore. No, I could see through the glass our reflection. The reflection of minds that are meant for many things. The reflection to heal those who have been where we are. You are beautiful and the best rendition of me. There is no avoidance of your soul. Because I set myself free to allow you into my heart. You will see when our parallel hearts reconnect from the healing hearts of doubt and disbelief. No more avoidance within myself. Only love can fill the void, and the person is happy to see me. When I see your face, it will not be sour frowns or doubts of love or force of angels. It will be an angel seen through me, living in love through my heart, finally allowing you into my life and out of avoidance. Love, Love. Longing, L. Longing for someone you miss, longing for someone you cannot let go, longing for someone who is your best friend, longing for someone who belongs, the longing that lasts a lifetime, and the longing that keeps your heart beating. O. Obviating difficulties of the soul, obviating fear from the one you love, obviating the resistance that allows you, obviating the presence of evil with good, obviates the pain. For my soul is cleansed from the obviating pressures of force to you to love you. V. Victory rises from the soul when we can see victory cleaning out the war of fear in my life. Victory is where darkness goes to hell, and victory can be praised with a rose given to you. Victory is the joy to know you never left. Victory is distance that heals all passing time. E. Eternity. Eternity survives all pain and gives joy. Eternity is love that grows to no end. Eternity is the pressure of your soul singing, for eternity is open to new beginnings of love once forgotten. Eternity is the chance to free yourself of darkness, and eternity is the light that God's will has for us. Love is great and is mysterious. Loving is not by chance, but is coincidental to the heart. Loved ones will never forget you, and lovers will always hold you in their heart. Love is why we should be living. It is what God gave us. Love is why we will do God's will, for God is love. Love is promoted to follow, and if it is not, they are not the one. Free verse on roses. Gentle kisses, sorrows no more. A separate rose on the top of the hill, manifested to the playground below in the valley. If it is the rose you miss, it is the rose you honor. It is the rose you wanted. The rose amplified love, which I made no entrance until now. I do not want that rose to die. I am not in the mood for studying war no more. I want to give a rose to all my enemies and smile, saying, love manifested in me. You want to cut down my rose? Remember, it is my beauty you will see no more. That is your war, but I thank you. I want to flourish with true love, for which my life is offered to the right person who deserves my beauty. Even to the grave I lay beside the tombs of an afterlife with hope that we can both live in eternity. It is me who comes out to everyone, no matter the sexuality, orientation, color, sex, or other signs, for my beauty is best. Valentine's Day, Christmas Day, hollies and myself get along with the hope that love will spread. My hope is stronger than the war. The war that lingers only kills me inside. Why not share me with the fight? Let's see what kind of smile I can put on his or her face. So without me, your heart seems to not be fulfilled. Let your rose bring the love you seek. Love for verses. Heart torn, capture it, seal it, stop. Free yourself, feel free, tear free, freedom. Grace is love, have mercy, fountain of life, breath of life. Hope is secure, security finds, love finds, heart is love. Now I'm just looking for a few of them here. Fishing in the dark. There seemed to be a dark, stormy night when the fish of the sea were hiding, for my line was restricted by the warring waves. Yes, these waves were violent for some time. It seemed like forever, until one day the sun shined through. I met up with a great fisherman. Yes, he was the one. He even knew how to fish in the dark and stormy nights. Like a miracle, this fisherman was able to take me through waves much larger than me. Fishing in the dark was not my best avenue, for it was difficult to catch anything during a storm. See, I knew there was all kinds of fish in the sea, but that's not the point here. We are talking about catching anything but warring waves of difficulty and discomfort. I did not understand how to accept what was given to me until now. I feared that more I pushed the line, I would scare the fish away. I rejected the most beautiful fins of the sea because I was still in the stormy waters of past waves, hunting my line while I was thinking that nothing would happen. While something did happen, I have almost let the fish go. Yes, until the fisherman came to me. She could explain what I was doing with my resisting line. What an awful battle I had to win. Fishing in the dark was no fun. Warring waves tearing at my boat. What was I to expect? I could not expect much of anything to happen whilst still trying to fill my net. Then I realized the storm that I was in, created by me, caused all the fish to leave my net. I was going in circles, arguing with everything, resisting the line, not actually pulling the line in, almost causing the fish to escape. Then I felt a tug of war on the line. It was so strong, even my heart was racing. Yeah, so I knew this was the one. Fishing in the dark gave me some hope. I was able to find peace, but what I once feared came to light, and the love in my heart was so strong. I could not let this fish go. No. I was so confused as to how I caught something this beautiful in the middle of my stormy moment. It was the end of a 7-year heartache that almost broke me when I was forced to let go of my infatuated beauty of fish I had in the past because they were not exactly as tasty, beautiful, or lovable as they put themselves to be. No, fishing in the dark was a challenge, but now I can help others with this problem because I've been there. I will never forget my experience with fishing in the dark, but I will forgive the experiences. Those fish did one thing that needed to happen. I set them free. Only one knew that I was worth his time. What was once fishing in the dark is now sunshine, presence of joy, giving me pleasure to leave the dark side go. I could never leave him go because that means going back to the place I was, which is not an option for either of us. So if I let go of light, I would be letting go of the beautiful creation of love, joy, happiness, transparency, and respect of what light has to offer in my life. Sometimes we have to know what fish has to be tossed back out to sea to allow a new life to restart in our freshness. Yes, I owe it to myself that I will no longer fish in the dark. Tug of War. There is a rope, two hands pulling the rope, and a competitor. The truth is that life plays the game. The competition pulls me with fear, struggle, absence, lies, lust, and impardable waves of boredom. My body gets pulled from left to right, right to left. The devil thinks he has my life. Brings me down with deception, lust, coveting, lies, stealing, and gods of flesh. He pulls me into a controversy, the battle of sin and darkness. But there is a competitor on my side. There is a man on my other side. I was built with fear, pride, and lies to defend any good side of my war. There is sunshine, love, peace, joy, and happiness hidden in my heart. It was God who pulled me to the right place to see the light of day. The war of strife on one level announced the winner. However, John 3:16 declares a war of love for me. I will always stand in the light of God. Every inch that the devil pulls, God moves twice to the right. I will split between two competitors who want to make me their own. The serpent head is wounded, and the heel has been used and abused to pull me, trust me to the right. This game is a lifelong game that only death will announce the winner. I will be able to stand firm and courageous, while in my life make the right decisions. The right is where I want to choose, and yet the left seems to drag me down. Psalms 23 shows me that I have a shepherd, and without the shepherd I can falter to the ground. Like Nebuchadnezzar, my enemy will stand tall and firm, trying to fight for my life. Also, I am always stuck in the middle of right and wrong. Daily, I am being tugged with many obstacles. These obstacles are what pull me away from truth. Something like a psych word, waiting to confuse my mind. These games are far from over, but at least God's truth will set me free. My freedom from past sins provides me grace, love, and mercy, forgiveness, love, suffering, and peace. This peace provides me a foundation of freedom of mind. He does not have the mind control. He has the control of the mind for which I can make and deal with changes and challenges from dirty and lustful control of my life. But on the other side, I have the freedom to choose and protect my goodwill. To end this war, I have to surrender myself to the right view of life. I need God in His presence. He is my protector, Savior, Counselor, Healer, King of Kings, the One. My Savior is pulling me to stand strong, be courageous and confident. The war on the left side was killing me, and I needed light to see where I am heading. Death game over. The right war has been tugged, and my sins were erased by the man who stood in my place to defeat the strong and endless evil battle. I knew heaven is my reward. This is where my war ends, tugging me into sin, frees me from the sin, and now this war is placed on by the devil. The lifelong game of tug of war is a long, strenuous, and corruptible game, and if you do not know the rules, the competitor could win. God is in control, and the funny thing is God does not even control the game. I want to read one more, which is an actual funny one. It's going to take me a minute. I think it will be cute. And I might actually do a couple videos per night of me reading other types of poems because I have a lot of them. I could be up all night reading them. Actually, before I do this, for those who are into music, I have a poem for you. It's called Secondary Dominance. Boring to me listening to them disconnected rondos. No idea where the progressions are. Yet they still anticipate something. With every life situation, there should be a limited amount of dominance. Then, when using secondary dominance, one can make progressions. The music can only be plucked like a harp in several directions. Making music without the control of one chord has trouble progressing without the secondary dominance. This is the last one. Actually, no, let me read one more. I'm sorry. This one is very powerful and meaningful that I would like you guys to actually listen. I'm going to read it slowly. It is kind of short. A mirror to success. Once upon a time, there sat on the wall a mirror, which only shone what was in the way until there was a face staring back at it. The question came up, what are you looking at? The mirror said, I do not look. I see everyone passing by. At least you had the nerve to stop and ask me. So the face leaves and the same views continue. So then a dog walks up. All it can see is himself. But the dog was confused. So he asked the mirror, what is this other thing? The mirror answered, this is a reflection of you. The dog barked and continued barking until he realized that thing was going nowhere until he moved. So the dog tumbled over the mirror, leaving it to pieces. A fine gentleman walks by, says to himself, why do I look like I have 6 times the reflection of one of me? The mirror answered, this is how you left me. And now I am going to give you the most funniest poem that I have written. And this will actually be translated, believe it or not, to a storybook that I'm going to be writing. Building the prestigious school of guilds. A thought in process. Imagery that tells a story. I can see the prestigious school of guilds. The conservatory of velvet and blues. In the process, the conservatory will need to hire the ground sharks to make sure there are no shellfish or crappie fish laying around. Once all the crap is swallowed up, we can hire dolphins so they can share in their porpoise. Even in the deep, we have trouble with black gin. We should consider hiring giant whales to calm the black gin. If that does not work, we will get the big mouth buffalo to calm all the bittering. I do need to get around. I should perch a black neon tetra. And and find some pumpkin seeds while I'm at it. I will need to hire an octopus to get the building done sooner. In one hand, I will use a hammerhead. In the other hand, he should use a sawfish. I will need 2 arms to scratch the rough scad from the floor. 2 more arms should use smelt whiting on the walls. We need muscles to do the heavy lifting. Finally, the octopus will need 2 arms to lay the velvet. Eel! I have noticed roaches. I noticed the roughy patches. Hey, look! We do not need to worry about electric. We will just use electric eels. To the right, I will place the lampfish. Do not worry about the evil of the gulls and devil ray. I will be sure to discuss with Alfonso all the trouble with the blue-eyed bullhead prick shark. We will have a whale of a time omitting the suckers and swallowers from the red velvet fish. I need to cool things off with ice fish. And to keep the roofs from leaking, hire the seals. Our Seahawk security will be watching for the white shark. If you see them, please send out the yellow jacks, and I will use the river loach as backup, for there is plenty of fish in the sea. The end. I hope you enjoyed the poetry that I have laid out in these 2 videos. It was a blast, and I definitely would like to do this more with you guys. Maybe I might just put the whole thing in recording and have it as an audiobook. Who knows? But for now, until tomorrow, please have a blessed evening.